Hello friends, welcome back. In this module we discuss approximation by least square approach. Sometimes we may be confronted with finding a function which may represent a set of data points which are given for both arguments x and y. Often it may be difficult to find such a function y equal to y of x except by certain techniques. One of the known methods of fitting a polynomial function to this set of data is the least squares approach. The least squares approach is a technique which is developed to reduce the sum of squares of errors in fitting the unknown function. The least squares approximation methods can be classified into two, namely the discrete least square approximation and the continuous least squares approximation. The first involves fitting a polynomial function to a set of data points using the least squares approach, while the later involves fitting a polynomial function to a given function. We shall study that there are two approaches of fitting a polynomial by least squares method for a continuous function. One approach will require expansion of f of x minus p of x whole square for a given polynomial p of x, while the other approach will go by the way of normal equation. Discrete least square approximation. The basic idea of least square approximation is to fit a polynomial function p of x to a set of data points xi, yi having a theoretical solution y equal to f of x. Let it be number 1. The aim is to minimize the squares of the errors. In order to do this, suppose the set of data satisfying the theoretical solution 1 are x0, y0, x1, y1, etc. xn, yn. Our attempt is to fit a polynomial using this set of data points to approximate the theoretical solution f of x. The polynomial to be fitted to this set of points will be denoted by Pm of x to denote a polynomial of degree m. If m equal to n, the polynomial is identical with the Lagrangian interpolation polynomial. In this session, we discuss the case m less than n. The curve or line Pm of x fitted to the observation y0, y1, etc. yn will be regarded as the best fit to f of x if the difference between Pm of xj and f of xj for j equal to 0, 1, 2, etc. n is least. That is, the sum of the differences Ej equal to Pm of xj minus f of xj for j equal to 0, 1, 2, etc. n should be the minimum. The differences obtained from Ei could be negative or positive, and when all these Ei are summed up, the sum may add up to 0. This will not give the true error of the approximating polynomial. Thus, to estimate the exact error sum, the squares of these differences are more appropriate. In other words, we usually consider the sum of the squares of the deviations to get the best fitted curve. Thus, the required equation for the sum of squares errors is then written as S equal to summation over j from 0 to n p m of xj minus f of xj the whole square. Let it be equation 2, which will be minimized where Pm of x is given by Pm of x equal to a0 plus a1 x plus etc. plus am x raised to m. Let it be equation number 3. Fitting of polynomials, discrete case. We shall now derive the formula in discrete form that fits a set of data points by least square technique. The aim of least square method is to minimize the error of squares. To do this, we begin by substituting equation 1 and 3 in equation 2, and since yj equal to f of xj, this gives s equal to summation over j from 0 to n a0 plus a1 xj plus etc. plus am xj raised to m minus yj the whole square. Let it be equation 4. To minimize s, we must differentiate s with respect to aj and equate to 0. Hence, if we differentiate equation 4 partially with respect to a0, a1, etc. am and equate each to 0, we shall obtain the following: dou s by dou ak equal to 2 into summation over j from 0 to n a0 plus a1 xj plus etc. am xj raised to m minus yj into xj raised to k equal to 0 for k equal to 0, 1, 2, etc. m, or a0 into summation over j from 0 to n xj raised to k plus a1 into summation over j from 0 to n xj raised to k plus 1 plus etc. plus am into summation over j from 0 to n xj raised to k plus em, that is equal to summation over j from 0 to n xj raised to k into yj for k equal to 0, 1, 2, etc. m, with the notations sk equal to summation over j from 0 to n xj raised to k and vk equal to summation over j from 0 to n xj raised to k yj, we get the following system of equations: S0 A0 plus S1 A1 plus etc. plus Sm Am equal to V0, S1 A0 plus S2 A1 plus etc. plus Sm plus 1 Am equal to V1, etc. Sm S0 plus Sm plus 1 A1 plus etc. plus S2m Am equal to Vm. Let the set of equations be denoted by 5. These equations are usually called normal equations of the least square method. Solving the system 5 of equations to determine A0, A1, etc. Am and substituting to equation 3 gives the best fitted curve to 1. Problem: by using the least square approximation, fit number 1 a straight line and number 2 a parabola to the following data. Which of these two approximations has least square error? Solution: A. In order to fit a straight line to the set of data above, we assume the equation of the form y equal to a0 plus a1x. Since n plus 1 equal to 6 tabulated values are given, we have n equal to 5, also m equal to 1. Hence, the normal equations necessary to determine the unknowns a0 and a1 can be obtained from equation 5 as s0 a0 plus s1 a1 equal to v0, s1 a0 plus s2 a1 equal to v1. Since s0 equal to summation over j from 0 to 5 xj 0, that is equal to summation j from 0 to 5 1, that is equal to 6, s1 equal to summation over j from 0 to 6 xj raised to 1, that is equal to summation over j from 0 to 6 xj, s2 equal to summation over j from 0 to 6 xj square, v0 equal to summation over j from 0 to 6 xj 0 yj, that is equal to summation over j from 0 to 6 yj, and v1 equal to summation over j from 0 to 6 xj raised to 1 yj, that is equal to summation over j from 0 to 6 xj yj. The above system is equivalent to 6 a0 plus a1 into summation xj, that is equal to summation yj, a0 into summation xj plus a1 into summation xj square, that is equal to summation xj into yj, where the summation over j runs from 0 to 6. Hence, we shall need to construct columns for values of x square and xy in addition to x and y values already given. The following table shows the necessary columns. Hence, the system of equations becomes 6 a0 plus 21 a1, that is equal to 386, and 21 a0 plus 91 a1 equal to 1001. The solution of the above system of equations can found to be a0 equal to 134.33, a1 equal to minus 20. Therefore, the straight line fitted to the given data is y equal to 134.33 minus 20x. B. We assume the equation of the parabola b y equal to a0 plus a1x plus a2x square. Hence, the required normal equations to determine the unknowns a0, a1 and a2 are 6 a0 plus a1 summation xi plus a2 in summation xi square, that is equal to summation yi, a0 into summation xi plus a1 into summation xi square plus a2 into summation xi cube, that is equal to summation xi yi, a0 into summation xi square plus a1 into summation xi cube plus a2 into summation xi raised to 4, that is equal to summation xi square yi. In addition to the above table, we construct the necessary columns in the following table. Substituting into the normal equations, we have 6 a0 plus 21 a1 plus 91 a2 equal to 386, 21 a0 plus 91 a1 plus 441 a2 equal to 1001, and 91 a0 plus 441 a1 plus 2275 A2, that is equal to 3411. The solution of the above system of equations can found to be A0 equal to 136, A1 equal to minus 85 by 4, A2 equal to 5 by 28. Hence, the fitted curve is y equal to 136 minus 85 by 4x plus 5 by 28x square. We can now consider the accuracy of the two fitted functions to the data and decide on which one of the two approximations is better. To do this, we may retain values of x for j equal to 0, 1, etc. 5 and evaluate the corresponding y values. For example, when x equal to 1, the linear approximation gives y equal to 134.33 minus 20, that is equal to 114.33, whereas for the same x equal to 1, the quadratic approximation gives y equal to 136 minus 85 by 4 plus 5 by 28, that is equal to 114.9. For the set of values of x tabulated, we have the corresponding values for y in both approximations. The squares of the errors are considered as y minus yi the whole square. The table below describes the errors. The sums of squares of the error of fitted lines by linear function y of L and quadratic function y of q are shown above in the table. The comment here is that the sum of squares of errors of the linear function 513.26 is slightly lower than that of the quadratic function 524.97. Hence, in this example, the linear function is a better approximation to the data above. Problem. Fit a function of the form y equal to a0 plus a1x plus a2x square to the following data by the method of least squares. Data x values and y values are x values 8, 10, 12, 16, 20, 30, 40, 60, 100, y values 0.88, 1.22, 1.64, 2.72, 3.96, 7.66, 11.96, 21.56 and 43.16. Solution. The system of normal equations is S0 A0 plus S1 A1 plus S2 A2 equal to V0, S1 A0 plus S2 A1 plus S2 A2 equal to V1, S2 A0 plus S3 A1 plus S4 A2 equal to V2, where S0 equal to summation over j from 0 to 8 xj0, S1 equal to summation over j from 0 to 8 xj1, S2 equal to summation over j from 0 to 8 xj square, S3 equal to summation over j from 0 to 8 xj cube and S4 equal to summation over j from 0 to 8 xj raised to 4. V0 equal to summation over j from 0 to 8 xj raised to 0 yj, V1 equal to summation over j from 0 to 8 xj raised to 1 yj and V2 equal to summation over j from 0 to 8 xj square yj. For j equal to 0 to 8, the xj and yj values are as in the following table. The calculation on these values gives S0 equal to 9, S1 equal to 296, S2 equal to 17,064, S3 equal to 12,22,336, S4 equal to 11,65,90,368, V0 equal to 94.76, V1 equal to 6,479.44 and V2 equal to 5,37,940.80. Hence, the system of normal equations becomes 9a0 plus 296a1 plus 17,064a2 equal to 94.76, 296a0 plus 17,064a1 plus 13,22,336 A2, that is equal to 6,479.44. 17,064 A0 plus 13,22,336 A1 plus 11,65,90,368 A2, that is equal to 5,37,940.80. The above system imply the values of A0, A1 and A2 as 1.919, 0.2783 and 0.001739 respectively. Hence, Using least square method, the function that fits the given data is y equal to minus 1.919 plus 0.2783 into x plus 0.001739 x square. Least squares approximation, continuous case. Now, we shall consider the situation in which a continuous function f of x is to be approximated by the least squares method in terms of a polynomial. In this case, since data are no longer given, it would not be necessary to create tables by columns, but rather by carrying out some integration. Fitting an approximate polynomial, continuous case. If we wish to find a least square approximation to a continuous function f of x, our approach in the discrete case must be modified, since the number of points x I, y I at which the approximation is to be measured is now infinite, often uncountable. Therefore, we cannot use a summation as summation over I from 1 to n f of x I minus p of x I the whole square dx, where y equal to f of x is the continuous function and p of x is the approximating polynomial function. The continuous least square problem. Let f of x be a continuous function which in the interval a b is to be approximated by a polynomial linear combination p of x equal to a0 plus a1x plus etc. plus akx raised to k. The problem is to minimize s equal to integral over a to b f of x minus p of x the whole square dx. Let it be 6. For doing this, one of following methods to obtain the coefficients of p of x is used. First method. The first approach for minimizing equation 6 is by carrying out an expansion of the integrand f of x minus p of x whole square. Next, carry out the integration and then by means of calculus obtain the minimum by setting dou s by dou ar equal to 0 for r equal to 0, 1, etc. k. We illustrate this in the next example. Problem. Find the least square straight line that provides the best fit to the curve y equal to square root of x over the interval 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1. Solution. Let the line be y equal to ax plus b. We must minimize s equal to integral over 0 to 1 root of x minus ax minus b the whole square dx. Expanding the integrand, we obtain s equal to integral from 0 to 1 x minus 2 a x raised to 3 by 2 minus 2 b into root x plus a square x square plus 2 a b x plus b square dx. Integrating, we obtain s equal to x square by 2 minus 4 by 5 a x raised to 5 by 2 minus 4 by 3 b x raised to 3 by 2 plus 1 by 3 a square x square plus a b x square plus b square x over 0 to 1. Evaluating, we get s equal to a cube by 3 plus b square plus a b minus 4 by 5 a minus 4 by 3 b plus 1 by 2. For a minimum error, we must set dou s by dou a equal to 0 and dou s by dou b equal to 0. Hence, we obtain dou s by dou a equal to 2 by 3 into a plus b minus 4 by 5, that is equal to 0. Dou s by dou b equal to 2b plus a minus 4 by 3 equal to 0. Solving, we get a equal to 4 by 5, b equal to 4 by 15. Hence, the least squares approximation is y equal to 4 by 5 x plus 4 by 15. This straight line is only a linear approximation to the given curve. We could have as well found other polynomial approximation using the same least squares technique. It will be observed that if p of x is a polynomial of high degree, say n equal to 3 or more, the expression f of x minus p of x whole square may not be easy to expand before integrating. So, we must seek another approach for the minimization, and that leads to the following second method. Now, suppose we wish to find the least squares approximation using a polynomial of degree k to a continuous function y over the interval a b. In such a case, we must minimize the integral s equal to integral from a to b y minus of a0 plus a1x plus etc. plus akx raised to k the whole square dx. If we do not want to expand the expression in the squared bracket, then we must first find the normal equations. In other words, we derive the normal equations by obtaining dou s by dou a r equal to 0 before integrating the resulting function and evaluating the result. Doing this, we obtain dou s by dou a r equal to integral from a to b minus 2 x raised to r into y a minus a 0 minus a 1 x minus a 2 x square minus etc. minus a k x raised to k dx equal to 0 for r equal to 0, 1, etc. k. The factor minus 2 that appeared first in the integral can be ignored since the right hand side of the equation is 0. Hence, the normal equations can be written as integral from a to b x raised to r into y a minus a 0 minus a 1 x minus a 2 x square minus etc. minus a k x raised to k dx equal to 0 for r equal to 0, 1, etc. k. This will give k plus 1 linear equations in the k plus 1 unknowns a 0, a 1, a 2, etc. a k, which can be solved simultaneously by any algebraic process. This approach may be simpler than the first one, and we therefore suggest this second method. However, any of the two techniques may be used and are both valid. Problem: find the least squares quadratic x square plus bx plus c which best fits the curve y equal to root x over the interval 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1. Solution: we need to minimize s equal to integral from 0 to 1 root of x minus a x square minus bx minus c the whole square dx. By the alternative method, we shall first of all obtain the normal equations. Thus, we have dou s by dou c equal to integral from 0 to 1 root of x minus a x square minus bx minus c dx equal to 0. Dou s by dou b equal to integral from 0 to 1 x into root of x minus a x square minus bx minus c dx equal to 0. Dou s by dou a equal to integral from 0 to 1 x square into root of x minus a x square minus bx minus c dx equal to 0. Integrating and evaluating within the limits, we obtain the following three equations: 1 by 3 a plus 1 by 2 b plus c equal to 2 by 3, 1 by 4 a plus 1 by 3 b plus 1 by 2 c equal to 2 by 5, 1 by 5 a plus 1 by 4 b plus 1 by 3 c equal to 2 by 7. Solving these equations simultaneously, we obtain a equal to minus 4 by 7, b equal to 48 by 35 and c equal to 6 by 35. Thus, the least squares quadratic function is f of x equal to minus 4 by 7 x square plus 48 by 35 x plus 6 by 35. Now, let us summarize. Fitting a polynomial to discrete data by least squares method is easily handled by creating tables of values and generating all necessary columns that will enable one to obtain the normal equations. The normal equations are then solved simultaneously to determine the unknowns, which are then substituted into the required approximate polynomial equation. In this section, we have also observed that there are two ways for fitting a polynomial to a continuous function f of x. Before going to the next session, please try to answer the following questions. The table below gives the readings from a laboratory experiment. Fit number 1, a linear function, and number 2, a quadratic polynomial to the above data by method of least squares and determine which of the two is better approximation. Question number 2, how many normal equations will be needed to fit a cubic polynomial? Hence, list the entire necessary variables for such fitting. Number 3, find the least squares linear polynomial ax plus b which best fit the curve y equal to square root of x plus 3 over the interval 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1. The books for your reference are R.Y. Rubinstein, Simulation and the Monte Carlo Method, John Wiley, 1981. D.J. Yakowitz, Computational Probability and Simulation, 2nd edition, edition Wesley, 1977. Hope you enjoyed this session. See you next time. Until then, goodbye.